It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see the dual threat, Christian McCaffrey. He's coming off one of the better games we've seen, over 170 yards. It's the Eagles and the Ravens coming up next.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They go play action now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse able to record his 5th sack of the season. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Now he's free to midfield. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 31-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. Right back to Dobbins on first. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Tanner Muse. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So here are the Eagles now backed up to start their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Andrews. Down the right side, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
What's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Back to throw. Andrews. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Andrews. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Motion left, Smith. They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the It's 2nd and inches.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1. McCaffrey is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Tucker with the extra point. It's now 7-8. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. It wasn't fun to win. And Jackson cannot get away. And he'll go down. 10 moves. Able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had of what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage.
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Andrews. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. Christian McCaffrey. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here in a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. A little juke. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Off play action. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it with the 15. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Christian McCaffrey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw.
Nolan Smith
Drops it again for the second straight play. It brings up 4th down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it at the 42. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Metcalf motions left.
To throw is Andrews. Off play action. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here is 3rd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Delay of game, offense.
I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Andrews from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Andrews. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Come on, baby.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And that one tied 14 apiece in the 2nd quarter. From there, we'll head down to...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. This is McCaffrey on the give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they're going to speed things up here.
That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Smith, the man in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to third and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tanner Muse. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began. It's a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a third and 18. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. There he goes, right side. A solid stiff arm. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Andrews. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they're in the hurry up.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Andrews now on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Andrews. It's caught. Smith. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. Smith catches left side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Now Andrews to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Off the play fake. Andrews. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago, and we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well, and that's why they took him as high as they did. Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Motion man is Schwartz.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The short throw caught by Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jalen Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
10 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Andrews going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A big play here, 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A big play looming on 3rd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Don't let him rest. Stay on point. Turn us now. Turn it up. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Raven first down.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.